Picture this. You're listening to a song and there's a random chord that plays, and your musicians goes like and then they proceed to explain to you a whole bunch of music jargon. Let's fix this. I want to show you why it's worth freaking out over notes, because sometimes music is magical. Hi, I'm Freakout Astronaut. I'm on a quest to show you music in simple terms, so let's do this. Let's paint some music. Unless you're a 16th century composer, notes are just notes. Cool, but so what? Let's imagine that for a painting, this note is blue. Blue by itself isn't particularly evocative. Sure, there's the whole color theory, or so I imagine. I'm no painter, but what really makes a painting is when you play with different tones and hues. If I play two notes that are very similar, I get different shades of that blue, right? These notes are close, just like different blues. We're not surprising anyone with our painting so far. What if we play colors that are contrasting? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We're mixing the blues with orange. By the way, if you want to be fancy with your friend, this is called dissonant notes. If you're being attentive, you can probably already guess where I'm going. The whole reason why composers go, whoa, is because these notes are contrasting and they're being brought in a way in the song that isn't jarring. This is really hard to do. If you're not careful, you get This is the challenge today. I want to paint music that brings in these different contrasting colors without it sounding. Music is different from movies. Yeah. Music is different from paintings because it's an art that moves through time. Maybe a better reference here would be movies. In our first shot, we can start establishing these blue colors and start painting blue. And eventually, we want to bring in the oranges or the lighter colors. Exactly how we bring in these different filters is up to the songwriter. Sometimes this can be done very drastically if it makes sense with the lyrics. Sometimes these changes are brought in a subtle way and they sneak up on you as the song flows. This is exactly what you can start paying attention to when you hear these songs. We'll do an experiment. I'll start by playing these blue colors and I'm going to slowly modify the contrasting tones to bring in orange. But I'm going to make it in a way that doesn't feel jarring. That is why musicians freak out over chords. This is where we ended up. But we came all the way from this blue color. Isn't that amazing? Still magical? The more you can tune your ears to these exercises, the more you can feel them with the music and then appreciate the songs even more. So, subscribe. Also, this is a good way for you to protect yourself against AI music. AI music is generic and usually it doesn't bring in these interesting colors. That's it. Go and listen to songs, listen to the colors that musicians paint, and with time that will improve your experience. Write in the comments if you find something cool. I would love to review them. Sorry, Charles.